Yo, what's going on? It is Christian here for WATN Things You Didn't Know About from WATN Celebrity. I'm back, 2 videos in a short space of time, would you believe it? We moved from one of the most popular shows of the 90s and 2000s to one of the most popular shows of the 2010s, from Friends to The Big Bang Theory. Bazinga is a name synonymous with either British YouTube, if you're aware of the Sidemen, or The Big Bang Theory. Actually, his name came from that, and Sheldon often says Bazinga as part of a joke. But did you know in 2012 in Brazil they actually named the bee the Bazinga? Number 2, Penny, Bernadette, Amy. All 3 of them ended up with main characters in the show, although Penny is a main character. Did you know that every single one of them, Penny spoke to Leonard first, they ended up together. Amy spoke to Sheldon first, they ended up together. And Bernadette, despite working in the Cheesecake Factory with Penny, actually spoke to Howard first on screen. So all of those 3 sets of characters that ended up together actually had their first interaction with one another on screen. Number 3. Now, you might know that Howard is a very talented pianist, and the instruments in shows tend not to be played because the actors don't know how to play them, which is completely fair enough. But did you know that Jim Parsons actually learned to play the theremin, which is the... I'll clip it here. Yeah, he actually learned to play that for the sake of the show, so what you're seeing him doing in the show is him genuinely playing the instrument. Number 4, set design, and this is often the case on various different shows. There's a reason that you barely ever see Howard and Bernadette's apartment and Raj's apartment on the same show, and that's because, and even if you look at it now you can see it, it's the same set, same similar layout, different decor but similar layout. And yeah, you might not have seen that until now, but that is one of the reasons you don't see them very often in the same show, because changing that is obviously difficult. Number 5, Mayim Bialik and Johnny Galecki played characters in Blossom. That's not the fact. They've known each other for many years. They date the whole way back to there. However, they were also extremely good friends. Actually, so good friends that on my 16th birthday, she invited Johnny Galecki to the party, and he was supposed to attend, but he actually got into a motorcycle accident on the way there and ended up in the ER. Number 6. Probably one of the biggest facts that was never solved from The Big Bang Theory, right in the middle of this random video about facts you might not have known about The Big Bang Theory, Penny's surname. Now this is a little out there, but it does have some solid meaning behind it. It's definitely not one of the more out there scenarios that some people have pitched with Penny's last name. In fact, some people have gone as far as to say that Penny's last name is Wyatt. In the episode where Leonard met Penny's dad, he told Leonard to call him Bob. However, in all of the other episodes, he told him to call him Wyatt, or he was calling him Wyatt. So we can assume, unless his name's Wyatt Bob, which would be very strange, that his name is Bob Wyatt. And if his name is Bob Wyatt, then unless Penny has changed her name would be Penny Wyatt. Now that hasn't been confirmed or denied, for that matter, by any of the writers, producers, directors, or any of the cast members, but it does make an inkling of sense, given that it would have been very hard for them to oversee calling someone Bob and then very shortly after calling them Wyatt in such a short space of time. Now, that doesn't mean to say that that didn't happen. Characters do change names for whatever reason, but that seems to be the most solid evidence out there. Number 7. It doesn't happen very often. In fact, it's only ever happened a handful of times, and 2 of them were on this show, and one of them was on Young Sheldon, which is the spin-off of The Big Bang Theory. CBS knew that they were on to a moneymaker with this show. In fact, not once, but twice they handed it a 3-season renewal, which is practically unheard of. In fact, many shows just go from half season to half season or season to season, expecting to be cancelled or maybe renewed for another season, and people watch, or they get dropped and picked back up for another season. But 3 seasons at a time for The Big Bang Theory. People expected it to go far, and it did. Number 8, Chuck Lorre, synonymous with a number of TV programs, and maybe he likes scratching his own back a little. Let me explain. Actually, in one of the episodes, Sheldon says that his favourite cartoon theme tune is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Why that one? You could have picked from a number of different cartoon theme tunes. Well, the song was written by Chuck Lorre. Maybe he was giving himself a bit of a scratch back there. But yeah, it's a nice little fact nonetheless. Number 9. The impact of the show was huge. It gave an outlet to nerds, gamers, geeks, and it made that word relatively cool again. Actually, in 2010, the number of students in high school that took physics rose by 28%, and the number of physics students in higher education rose by 17%. That's a lot. That's quite a big difference, and definitely something that Big Bang Theory impacted. Number 10, going back to the musicians. Mayim Bialik, or Amy, she learned how to play the harp for the show, and she became very talented at it and kept it going. Johnny Galecki, who plays the cello in various different episodes throughout Big Bang Theory, he actually does that. He's a very talented cellist in his own right. In fact, he's a very talented musician in his own right. Some of you may have seen him as part of a band recently. And we know that Howard plays a very mean piano. Simon Helberg plays piano and keyboard very talentedly. So actually, they could probably come back and form a band. Penny's actually got really good vocals, Kaylee Kuko. So there you go, it writes itself. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this episode, the second episode in short succession. If you've liked it, please do drop a like on it. Let's go for a like goal of 100 likes, that would be much appreciated. Drop a comment as well. Are there any facts that you know about the Big Bang Theory? Do you want to tell the people that are watching this video? I appreciate your time for watching this. I've been Christian for WATN, things you didn't know about the Big Bang Theory, for WATN Celebrity. As always, have a great day. Bye.